Hi Stampers, this is Susan Petty Baylor. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in West Hartford, Connecticut, and I'm coming to you today to talk about the Flowers for Every Season card kit to go. And these are the 4 cards that you'll have supplies to make. You'll have supplies to make 2 of each of the 4 designs. And I wanted to show you how your card kit will come. Everything that you need will be in this Ziploc bag. Your name will be on it. I have a couple of extra pieces for you to stamp on, just in case you make a mistake with your greeting. And I'll remind you that our cardstock is special. There's 2 sides. So if you make a mistake on one side, turn it over and try again. And if you still don't like it, then toss it, and you have an extra couple of pieces to try again. So this is how it will come. Everything for the particular card design. So in this case, it will be this card design. You can ignore the happy anniversary. I just happen to need an anniversary card. But in this kit, there will be 2 envelopes, one inside the other, 2 bases, already scored. And remember, when you are going to fold on the score line, you want to fold with the part that's sticking up, what I call the mountain, on the inside of your card. And that way you'll get less cracking of your cardstock, especially when it's cut in this direction. You'll have 2 labels. You'll have pieces that you can use to decorate your envelope. Let me just show you how that would work. You could glue down a piece here on the side and have your address over here, or you could choose to put it along the bottom edge of the envelope, and you would just, glue it down and carefully trim off the ends. You could glue it to the top flap of your card, or of your envelope rather. And again, just trim the edges after you glue it down. You could also, if you choose, use one of the strips on the inside of your card to decorate. So say, for instance, if this was the piece for inside my card, you could, let me just do this. You could glue it down along the inside edge. You could do it on the bottom, whatever you like. Whatever floats your boat. So then the other pieces that you'll get with this card, this is your card front, and this is your other card front. And then the pieces to make your card, you'll have enough, again, for 2 cards. And just lay these out how you like them. That way, and that way, and then you just glue them down. Pretty simple. When I adhered my happy anniversary, I do have this on dimensionals. I liked the way it looked popped up. If you don't have dimensionals, that's okay. You can just glue it flat as well. That works just fine. So this is how you would put this particular card together. I'm going to put all this stuff back in the envelope. Okay, so everything that you have for the one card design will be in one envelope. 2 cards, 1 envelope will hold everything, including the second envelope. In the case of a card like this, again, here are the pieces to decorate either your envelope or the inside of your card. When you fold this card, Let me show you a finished one. The inside needs a layer, so you want to glue that down so that you can write a message to your recipient, to your recipient on the inside. This I think is too dark, and I think it would look nicer if you just glued that down, and then when the recipient opens the card, they can see your message on the inside. So in this case, when you're putting your card together, you're going to be using this piece of cinnamon cider and these pieces of the designer paper, which are little poinsettias, so it has a little bit of a Christmas feel to it. Again, it's flowers for all seasons. Ooh, good thing I looked in here. We're missing a few pieces, unless they're still in here. Oh, I see them. Okay. There we go. Always helps to take a good look inside that envelope. Make sure you got everything out. It happens to be the flip side of the same cardstock. That's one of the new ink colors, the cinnamon cider. And the background of this is just jade. That's another ink color. I have it mounted on Poppy Parade. This is what that red is. All right, let's get all these pieces back together. So whoever gets this card kit won't have a mess on their hands. I want to make sure everything, all the pieces are in here that are supposed to be in here. So, okay, let's look at this one. This one, again, this is your card base. This is mint macaron. And it will look like this. And again, I have a piece for the inside in your kit, as well as a piece for the front. And they're cut the same. So you'll get 4 pieces of Whisper White. They're cut at 5 1/4 by 4 inches. So one is for the front of your card, and one is for the inside. And again, to make this card, we have these sunflowers. And I wasn't crazy about the flip side of this particular designer paper for this card. So I used the flip side of this designer paper because I liked the greens, the Just Jade. We have here Just Jade, and this is the new yellow ink color called Bumblebee. And then the lighter color in this looks like mint macaron to me, so that's what I went with for the card base. And then the, let me just move this, sorry, back out of the way. The layer for your sentiment is cinnamon cider, which is the same color as the center of your sunflowers. And on this card, in my example, I stamped it this way, just so that, and I did that on purpose, just so that you could see it doesn't matter which way you stamp. However your particular stamp that you're using fits on the oval, you can do it in either direction. Say, for instance, if I was using this Thinking of You at Christmas, I could stamp it this way, or I could stamp it this way. Either way works. It's however you want your card to look like in the end. All right, so you have lots of extra pieces in here. Do I have an envelope? Yes, there's another envelope. Okay, and then the last card. Sorry, I'm pushing things all over the place. The last card is this one. I needed a couple of anniversary cards this month, so I did another anniversary. This one, you have your white card base. You have your Magenta Madness. That's another new in color this year rather. And then your cards, your designer paper, go on top of the Magenta Madness. Just like so. Okay. And since you're mounting this on white cardstock, you don't need an extra piece for the inside of your card. It's already white, so you'll be good to go. Okay. All right, so these are the 4 cards. Like I said in my email, I'll have the measurements and general instructions. They will be, if you click on the arrow on the far right, it's a drop-down arrow underneath the video. You can either click on that arrow or look on the left side, it might say Show More. So click one of those 2 places, whatever you see on your particular device, and you'll get a drop-down, and it will be all the information about cardstock and measurements and ink and everything and anything that I used to make these cards. They're very quick and simple. Like I said, I used dimensionals underneath the colored layer of the greeting, just to pop it up a little bit, but you really don't need to do that. If you don't have dimensionals, that's perfectly fine. So these are the cards, pretty straightforward. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment below this video, or you can send me an email, or you can call me. So if you would please give this video a thumbs up. And also, if you click the subscribe button on the right and the bell icon to the right of the subscribe, YouTube will notify you anytime I upload a new video. So that's it for today. Happy stamping!